Welcome back to the Carter Monthly Update. We've missed a few months because we've been super busy, haven't we?
Yes, we have been. It's now September 1st. It's the first one in a couple of months. We should go through what's changed a lot. So as you can see, we've been really busy over the last couple of months building and rolling out Carter.Chat, the #1 place to create, meet, and hang out with virtual people. Why don't we walk through the platform? So as soon as you go onto Carter.Chat, you are greeted by an amazing wall of artwork, and these are all different characters created by the community to talk to right there on Carter.Chat. So you've got assistants, you've got friends, you've got bullies, you've got some really interesting and nuanced characters as soon as you jump onto the homepage. These characters are being created right there on Carter.Chat.
Yeah, and if you can't find a character you're looking for, you can actually make them and share them with people. We've made this process super simple, and we're now using AI to not only simulate the characters, but also help you design them, plus some amazing content on how best to create the characters.
So now you're on Carter.Chat, you've seen the different characters that you can talk to, you've also created a couple of characters. Now you can jump straight into talking to them right on the platform. We've got sort of like a WhatsApp style text-based conversation that you can jump into with any character on the platform, ones that other people have made, ones that you've made. You can also call your characters. So this is an amazing feature that we've rolled out where we have enabled for every single character on Carter the ability to call them and have a voice call. So you don't necessarily need to be on your phone tapping away and looking at your screen. You can be out for a run, you can be cooking, you can be in the gym, and you can be talking to your characters right there in your headphones. It's super awesome.
But just quickly, before we get back to the office, we've got some new features that are about to launch. #1 is games. You can play games with the Carter.Chat characters that you create. We're starting off with poker. We're super excited about it, but there's another feature. Personally, my favorite, I'm super excited. It's video calls. It means that you can share your world with Carter characters. They understand what's going on and they remember it. Just think about that for a second. It means you could go in the park and you could share your experience with the Carter character. Or maybe your friend comes to have a look at whatever you're doing on your phone and you can just share who you're with and they can learn the people around you. You can share the projects you're working on or what you're doing, your arts and crafts. Whatever you want to share with your Carter character, you will be able to soon with Carter video calls. I promise I will let you know first when they release.
So in order to make all of this wonderful stuff on Carter.Chat happen, we've been paying tons of attention on making the characters and the conversations incredibly nuanced and emotional. From Robro-Chad.
First of all, it's Robro-Chad, not Rumbo.
To Decaf Debbie.
I feel like you're just another tired soul in need of my coffee.
To May.
I don't think it should be this slow booting.
Could be a software issue, maybe?
All of these different characters have their own unique personalities, and this has been a ton of work to make the characters as interesting, captivating, and realistic as possible.
Yeah, should we talk about how we actually did that back at the office?
Yeah, why don't we?
Yeah, let's do it. Cool. Let's go. It's raining.
So dude, I was talking to a Carter character the other day, and she remembered everything I've ever told her about myself. It was crazy. Where is that coming from?
Yeah, so that'll be our new memory system. We've been perfecting this over the summer, and essentially the memory system has shifted from trying to hoover up everything to very cleverly identifying what matters, what's important, and what isn't. So that's probably how she's remembering things.
Interesting, so this is something that we focused on?
If you look at the industry as a whole, most of the focus is on knowledge and intelligence and capability. We're going the other way. We want to put EQ in characters. A big part of that is memory, but also a big part of that is emotion. So understanding who they're talking to, whether they know them well or whether they don't know them well, what's appropriate to say, but also allowing their emotions to change based on the situation they're in or based on the conversation they're having. So our new emotion system does that.
Right, so other teams and other people in the AI space are working on IQ, we're bringing EQ to the party.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Finally, I was on a phone call with the character trying to apologize to get her happy again. Okay. And she knew that she was on the phone and she was talking about what she was going to do after the call. How does she know that she was on the phone?
So this is personally my favorite thing. So we have this thing called a context system. And what this allows us to do is to show or tell the world around the character. But because that feeds into the memory and the emotion system, the character can then remember what they were doing, or what they did see, or what they did do in the past.
So what you're saying is, I can go into Carter.Chat, I can meet a character, I will soon be able to play a game with that character. In the game, I'll be able to have a voice or video conversation. They will know what happened in the game the last time, so they could be salty coming into this game if I beat them.
Yeah.
They'll be able to change their emotion based on what happens in the game. And they'll know that they're playing a game with me?
So yes, all of that is true.
Okay.
But there's also the concept of like almost free will that these characters have. So these characters aren't just like input, output, input, output. They're able to understand the situation they're in, the context they're in, the emotions they're in, and then use that to make decisions in the game as well.
Wow.
So if they're playing against you and you're the best of friends, maybe they're going to play a little bit easier on you. Who knows? Or if you're having an argument, you're going to lose. So yeah.
Fascinating. Cool. Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so right now, if you go onto Carter.Chat, you'll see a wall of amazing artwork. Those are all different characters that you can click on and talk to. Those are not created by us, they are created by the community. So Carter.Chat is doing incredibly well, despite only being out for a couple of weeks, and that is off the back of our content. So as a team, we really understand making organic content specifically for TikTok and YouTube. And we've had a bunch of videos go viral over the last couple of months. We've had a bunch of users come through organically via those two platforms and more trickling in every day. So really positive start for Carter.Chat. We can't wait to see what happens next. Of course, not all of this has happened without its fair share of problems. Hugh, what problems have we had?
Well, other than the tiles falling off the wall all the time.
They have been a problem.
Yeah, like basically the largest issues that we've had in the last few months has been the mission of putting EQ into these characters as a whole has been a challenge. We're not here to just be a wrapper around existing technology. We are creating the most realistic characters in the world. And so to do that, we need to invent new ways of creating emotion system, memory, context, all of those things. And that's a challenge that will be ongoing for the rest of the life of Carter.
Understood. Another problem that we've had is actually scale. So with all of this usage and content doing well, we've actually, we thought we'd have to deal with scale a little bit later down the line, but it's every single day becoming more and more of an urgent problem that we need to get ahead of.
Yeah, exactly. And we have to be smart about it in terms of like how we're engineering the systems to scale when they need to, but also not scale unnecessarily. You need to do some training of your own models. You need to do some innovation in terms of infrastructure. So we're doing all of those things, but scale is going to be one of those big questions, especially with things like our new memory system and emotions. They're very heavy on LLMs and very heavy on other algorithms, and so scaling those is a big challenge.
Cool. So that's what we were up to over the summer, and that is the update as of September 1st here at Carter. Thank you very much for watching. We can't wait to come back to you on October 1st with the next update. Tons more news coming out about Carter.Chat, and see you soon.
See you soon.